You're talking to a woman. The conversation is good, but something feels different. She's standing closer. She's playing with her hair. Her eyes keep locking with yours. You feel that spark, that electricity. But then doubt creeps in. Is she just being friendly? Am I reading this wrong? So you do nothing, and the moment passes. I'm Alex Reed, behavioral analyst. If you're tired of missing the signs and want to know exactly what her body is telling you, you're in the right place. Let's unlock the code. Most men think a woman's interest is something she says, a compliment, a flirty text, a clear, "I like you." They wait for verbal permission. This is a huge mistake. A woman's strongest signals of attraction are almost never verbal. They are physical. They are written in a silent language of movement, space, and touch. Your ability to read this language isn't about being a mind reader. It's about being an observer. Her body is speaking to you right now. You just haven't learned the alphabet. Today, I'm giving you that alphabet. I call it the attraction signal framework. 3 core forces drive every signal of attraction she sends. Understand these 3 forces, and you will never second-guess her interest again. Think of a woman's attraction like a plant. It can only grow in an environment that feels safe. The first and most important force behind her body language is her need to feel safe with you. Not just physically safe, but emotionally safe. When her nervous system decides you are not a threat, her body will begin to send the first signals of openness and interest. Your job is to become that safe environment. Meet Mark and Chloe. They're at a party. Mark is interested in Chloe. He walks up and stands very close, right in her personal space. He talks loudly, gesturing with his hands near her face. He keeps intense, unbroken eye contact. Mark thinks he's being confident and showing interest. Chloe's body reacts immediately. She takes a small step back. She crosses her arms. She breaks eye contact and looks at the floor. She gives short, polite answers. Mark thinks she's not interested. The truth is, he never gave her body a chance to feel safe. He flooded her with threat signals. Her body language wasn't saying, "I'm not interested." It was screaming, "I don't feel safe." Now, let's replay it. Mark walks up, but he stops at a comfortable distance. He gives a warm smile, then briefly looks away to grab a drink, breaking the intensity. He asks a simple question about the music. His body is relaxed, turned slightly to the side instead of squared up facing her. Chloe uncrosses her arms. She mirrors his relaxed posture. She leans in slightly to hear him over the music. The safety signal is sent. Now, and only now, can attraction begin to grow. The signs she feels safe and therefore interested. 1. The body unlock. Her body is open, not closed. Arms are at her sides or gesturing, not crossed in a barrier over her chest. Her feet are pointed toward you. 2. The proximity drift. She finds reasons to be near you. She stands closer than necessary. She accidentally brushes against your arm. She moves into your space without you invading hers. 3. The mirror move. Without thinking, she copies your movements. You take a sip of your drink, she takes a sip of hers. You lean against the wall, she leans next to you. This is her subconscious saying, "I am like you. I am with you." 4. The softening face. Her facial muscles relax. Her smile reaches her eyes, creating small wrinkles at the corners. Her gaze is warm and engaged, not darting around the room looking for an escape. The common male mistake, the aggressive advance. Men often confuse showing interest with showing dominance. They stand too close too fast. They trap a woman against a wall or in a corner. They hold eye contact like a staring contest. This doesn't signal confidence, it signals danger. Her brain goes into alert mode. All attraction signals shut down. Her body language will scream exit long before she ever says a word. Your protocol, the safety first method. You must consciously broadcast safety before you can see attraction. Follow this 3-step method. Step 1. The respectful perimeter. Always approach or position yourself just outside what feels like her personal bubble. For most people, this is about an arm's length away. Let her be the one to close the final distance. If she stays at that distance, she's comfortable. If she takes a step closer, that's your first green light. Step 2. The glance, don't stare. Use the 70-30 rule with eye contact. Hold her gaze for about 70% of the time, then glance away briefly, at your drink, the scenery, for 30%. This feels engaging, not intense. It gives her psychological space to breathe. If she holds your gaze for 100% of the time, that's a massive signal of interest. Step 3. The side-by-side test. When possible, position your body at a slight angle to hers, not directly face-to-face. Face-to-face can feel confrontational. Side-by-side, even standing at a bar or sitting at a 90-degree angle, feels more collaborative and less threatening. It's the difference between an interview and a partnership. Why this works? You are not trying to create attraction. You are removing the blocks to attraction. By broadcasting non-threatening, safe energy, you allow her natural interest, if it exists, to surface through her body language. You become the guy she can relax around. And a relaxed woman is an open, responsive woman. Once she feels safe, the second force kicks in, focused attention. In a world of distractions, where does she place her focus? Her body will point her attention like an arrow. When a woman is attracted, her body will unconsciously point toward you, lean toward you, and filter out everything else. This is the leak in her composure. Her mind might be playing it cool, but her body is giving her away. Imagine Tom and Jessica at a group dinner with friends. The table is loud. Everyone is talking. Tom is telling a story. Watch Jessica. Is she looking at her phone? Is her body turned toward her friend on her left? Or is her chair angled toward Tom? Are her shoulders squared to him? When he talks, does the noise around her seem to fade because she's tuned to his frequency? If she's attracted, you'll see it. Her head will tilt slightly as she listens. Her pupils might dilate. She'll forget about the fork in her hand. She is, for that moment, mentally and physically in a bubble with him. This is the focus signal. It's her body saying, "You have my full attention. Nothing else is as important as what you're saying right now." The signs for focus is on you. 1. The pointing game. Her body parts point at you, her feet, her knees, her torso. If you drew a line from the center of her chest, it would lead straight to you, even in a crowded room. 2. The lean in. She breaks the vertical line of her posture to lean closer to you. She brings her head nearer to hear you. This is an investment of energy. The detail catch. She remembers and references small things you said earlier. Wait, earlier you said you like jazz. Is this that artist you mentioned? This proves her mental focus was on you, even when you weren't talking. The distraction shield. When something distracting happens, a loud noise, someone else calling her name, her eyes flick to the distraction, but then quickly snap back to you. You are her home base. The common male mistake. The scattered energy. A man who is nervous or trying too hard will have scattered energy. He'll look around the room while talking to her. He'll check his phone. He'll try to entertain everyone instead of connecting with her. His own body language broadcasts that he is not focused. This kills the potential for her focus signal. Why should her body point to someone whose own energy is pointing everywhere else? Your protocol, the single target focus. You must demonstrate focused attention to receive it. This is not about staring. It's about quality. Step 1. The full stop listen. When she is speaking, give her the full stop. Put your drink down. Turn your entire body toward her. Nod slowly. Your physical posture should scream, "I have nowhere else to be and nothing else to do but listen to this sentence." This level of attention is so rare, it becomes instantly attractive. Step 2. The specific compliment. Instead of a vague "you're pretty," use a compliment that requires you to have been paying attention. "The way you explained that project was really clever," or "I like the energy you bring into the room." This proves your focus was on her, not just her appearance. Step 3. The bubble creation. Lower your voice slightly. This forces her to lean in to hear you. It psychologically creates a private bubble in a public space. Say, "Let me tell you something I don't usually share," and then offer a light, interesting personal story. By sharing first in a quieter tone, you invite her into a space of mutual focus. Why this works? Focus is a form of respect and a demonstration of value. When you give someone your full, calm attention, you are telling them they are important. This permission allows her to reciprocate. Her body will naturally begin to point toward the source of such validating attention. You are leading the dance of mutual focus. The final and most powerful force is the desire for connection, expressed through touch. Touch is the currency of intimacy. It is the final bridge between interest and action. A woman's touch, or her invitation for your touch, is the clearest body language signal of all. But it's never random. It follows a specific, predictable path. Your job is to understand the ladder of touch and recognize when she is inviting you to climb it. Consider David and Lauren on a date. They're walking side by side. Their hands swing close together. Does Lauren let the back of her hand brush against his? That's a test. Later, sitting down, she touches his arm to emphasize a point in her story. She laughs and lets her shoulder press against his. These are not accidents. They are intentional, low-risk tests from her body to his. Is he receptive? Does he pull away, or does he amplify? If David is aware, he can respond. He can touch her back lightly on the shoulder when guiding her through a door. He can hand her a drink and let his fingers linger for a half-second longer than necessary. This is a conversation in touch. Each small, safe touch is a question. Is this okay? The response is the answer. The signs she is opening the touch gateway. 1. The accidental bridge. She creates opportunities for incidental contact. Brushing your arm, accidentally kicking your foot under the table, adjusting your collar to remove lint. She manufactures reasons to breach the touch barrier. 2. The touch hold. She touches you and leaves her hand there. A hand on your forearm during a story doesn't immediately retract. This is a major signal. It's moving from a question to a statement. 3. The reciprocity test. When you initiate a safe, polite touch, like a hand on her lower back to guide her through a crowd, does she lean into it or tense up? Leaning in is a green light. Tensing is a yellow light. Retreat and give more space. 4. The personal space invite. She positions her body in a way that invites touch. She leaves her hand palm up on the table near yours. She sits close enough that your legs would touch if you shifted slightly. The common male mistake, the lunge or the freeze. Men often swing between two extremes. The lunge goes from 0 to a full arm wrap or a grab, skipping all the subtle steps. This is jarring and unsafe. The freeze is so afraid of making a wrong move that he avoids all touch, making him seem cold or disinterested. Both fail to read and respond to the touch signals she is sending. Your protocol, the touch ladder. You must see touch as a ladder with many small, safe rungs. Your goal is never to jump to the top. Your goal is to climb one rung at a time, ensuring she is solid with you on each one before moving to the next. Rung 1, public zone touch. These are socially acceptable touches anyone might do. Touching her forearm briefly to make a point. A light, celebratory high five. A hand on her upper back to guide her through a door. These are your first tests. Watch her reaction closely. Rung 2, personal zone touch. These are touches that imply a closer connection. Letting your knees touch under a table and not moving away. Brushing her hair away from her face gently. A hand on the small of her back when walking together. These should only happen after positive signals from rung 1. Rung 3, intimate zone touch. This is holding hands, touching her face, or any touch that's clearly romantic. This is the top of the ladder. It should only happen when you have clear, consistent green lights from the lower rungs, and the overall context, a good date, strong eye contact, verbal flirting. How to climb. After any touch from you, pause and observe. Does she move closer, reciprocate, or smile? Green light. Does she pull away slightly, cross her arms, or change the subject? Yellow light. Stop, stay on the current rung, or go back down one. Let her set the pace. Your awareness of this ladder makes you a confident, respectful man, which is the most attractive trait of all. Why this works? You are not guessing or being aggressive. You are having a conversation without words. You are letting her body guide you. By responding appropriately to her touch signals, you build immense comfort and trust. You prove you can lead in a way that is attentive and safe. which is the ultimate trigger for genuine, lasting attraction. Let's put the attraction signal framework together. Her body is speaking to you in 3 clear languages. First, it speaks the language of safety. Look for open posture, proximity, mirroring, and a soft face. Your move? Use the safety-first method. Respect her space, use the 70-30 eye contact rule, and position yourself side by side. Second, it speaks the language of focus. Look for pointing, leaning, detail catching, and distraction shielding. Your move? Use the single target focus. Give her the full stop listen, offer specific compliments, and create a conversational bubble. Third, it speaks the language of touch. Look for accidental bridges, touch holds, reciprocity, and personal space invites. Your move? Climb the touch ladder. Start with public zone touches, watch her reaction, and only move to the next rung when you get a clear green light. This framework turns confusion into clarity. You are no longer guessing if she's interested. You are collecting data. You are looking for the cluster of signals. One signal might be a coincidence, but when you see signs from all 3 categories, safety, focus, and touch, that's not a coincidence. That's her body telling you everything you need to know. You move from being a confused participant to a confident observer. You stop worrying about saying the perfect line. You start reading the perfect signals she is already giving you. You change your focus from your own anxiety to her silent communication. Now, I want you to think about the last time you were with a woman you were interested in. Looking back with this new framework, which signal was most clear? Was it the safety signal, the focus signal, or the touch signal? Comment safety, focus, or touch below. Tell me about the moment you saw it. I read every comment and will give my insight. If this video just handed you the decoder ring you've been missing, please hit the like button right now. It helps this channel more than you know and gets this knowledge to other men. Make sure you subscribe to Innerplan. Next week, we're diving into a critical topic, the texting black hole. Why she suddenly stops replying after a great date, and the one message that can reignite the connection without seeming desperate. I'm Alex Reed,